interconnected ocean. A vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the ocean's beauty than the killer whale.
They live in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the Pacific and beyond.
The killer whale story is the ocean story, and it's one we all share.
We are one world, united by our ocean.
They're coming. Wow!
That was amazing. Hi there, everyone. I'm over here on the other end of the stadium. Those were two members of our killer whale family showing off their size, speed, power, and problem-solving abilities. These behaviors keep the whales both active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations to care about our natural world. We're excited to share their story with you tonight.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high flying, and powerful.
We're going to see all of this tonight and more. These and other behaviors provide an environment full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout tonight's experience, you'll see the whales moving together in unison. These synchronized movements help to strengthen social bonds and allow the whales to problem solve as a group. This is just another reason why they're known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is the Orca, but their common name is the killer whale. Each of our 5 whales have their own personal names: Takara, Sakari, Kamea, and joining us right here are whales Tuar and Kayuki. Kamea is the youngest whale at 10 years old. Kamea and Sakari's mother, Takara, is the oldest whale. She's 32 years old. She's also the matriarch of our pod, which means she's the leader. These whales trust us and take an active role in their own health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we're able to teach the whales husbandry or healthcare behaviors. Trainers Danny and Casey are joining us at the slide outs to help demonstrate some of these behaviors. Now, one of the very first things that we teach the whales is called a fluke present. While the whales are in this position, we're not only able to get a great look at their entire bodies, but it also allows us access to the easy-to-see, shallow veins located on the white underside of their tails. Our veterinarians can collect a blood sample from these veins at least once a month, and the whales are conditioned to remain calm throughout the entire procedure. During today's presentation, you'll see the trainers offering the whales tail massages and even back rubs. The whales have very sensitive skin, and this is just one way we can strengthen our relationships with the whales. Now, collecting blood is just one way to assess the health of these amazing animals. Another important diagnostic tool is weighing them. We weigh the whales once a week by asking them to slide their entire bodies out of the water onto a killer whale-sized scale located in one of our back adjacent pools. Kayuki is demonstrating this behavior now. With him in the slide out, you're going to notice that a portion of his body still remains in the water, from his dorsal fin all the way down to his tail flukes. This region is called the peduncle, and it contains several large, very powerful muscles that can easily weigh several hundreds of pounds. With this in the water, we would not get an accurate weight. So to solve this problem, we've conditioned the whales to lift their heads and tails, just like this. And that's how we know as of this past Tuesday morning, Kayuki is weighing in at over 9,800 pounds.
Wow.
It's very important that we weigh all the whales to make sure the younger ones like Sakari and Kamea are growing appropriately, and that our older, more mature whales like Kayuki are maintaining optimal weights. These husbandry behaviors help to ensure the whales are healthy and thriving.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and amuse our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Observational learning and mimicry plays a critical role in the life of a killer whale. From the moment that they're born, they learn necessary life skills by watching and playing follow the leader with their mothers and the other whales. Well, here at SeaWorld, they play follow the leader with us by mimicking our movements. So with the help of Isabella, we're going to put that to the test. Isabella, why don't you take one of your hands, stick it high in the air, and give Tuar a big wave.
Aww.
Well, would you look at that? He's paying very close attention to you. Killer whales have excellent eyesight, both above and below the water. We've observed the whales spy hopping or even jumping completely out of the water to get a better view of their surroundings. Now, you just asked for a behavior called a sight inbound. If you look towards the
Instinct tango.
And that was great. Killer whales can communicate in a variety of ways, and producing vocalizations happens to be one of them. So over here on the other side, Eddie, you're going to help us out. Why don't you take your 2 pointer fingers, and whenever you're ready, go ahead and pretend as if you're conducting an orchestra. Yeah, that's beautiful! All of these vocalizations actually come from the blowhole, which is located right on top of their heads. Scientists believe that when a killer whale leaps out of the water and crashes back down onto the surface, that's a way of making their presence known. Eddie, you see sound waves travel 4.5 times faster through the water than through the air. So a whale leaps out of the water and comes crashing back down. Well, that sound can be heard for miles. We had no idea that was going to happen. Well, thank you so much for being such a great sport. Here's a towel. And ladies and gentlemen, why don't we give it up for our audience volunteers? Yeah, as you can see, killer whales can communicate by leaping out of the water and making a huge splash. SeaWorld's research and observation of the killer whales in our care has shed light on many amazing mysteries about these animals. For example, the gestation period for a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That's information that's impossible to obtain out in the wild. However, some information can only be gained through field observation. That's why SeaWorld works closely with our partners, like the Norwegian Orca survey, to help further our knowledge. Killer whales are remarkable, powerful animals, and perhaps the best expression of that power is when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal could be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from icicles. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with spikes in their tail fins.
In the ocean, killer whales create waves to hunt. They use foot slams to stun their prey, and they can even beach themselves completely out of the water. For these whales, it's a fun demonstration, but for you, it's time to get wet. athletes that can eat over 100 pounds of food a day. Depending on where they live and time of year, their prey can vary. Unfortunately, things like overfishing and pollution pose a serious threat to many populations of killer whales.
Killer whales are impressive animals. It's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right? Wrong.
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean. Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
Through the choices we all make. We hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze us. They're the perfect ambassador for the ocean, limitless, connected, powerful, but still vulnerable.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable.
Don't give up. Be inspired.
We can make a difference.